electronic cigarettes work, or even what they are. Electronic cigarettes, e-cigs, is a device that mimics the feeling of smoking of an actual cigarette, achieved by using many different chemicals. E-cigs contain a nicotine-based substance called aerosol, which creates the smoke in the cigarette. However, aerosol contains some metals that could potentially be dangerous to us. E-cigs was first made by a Chinese man called Han Link in 2003. And the biggest thing that people thought when they were introduced to the public was if they were bad for you, if they should or should not be banned. But e-cigs still are not nearly as harmful as cigarettes. So the big question is, are e-cigs good or are they bad? And that's what we're here for, to find out. And now, here's what makes e-cigs so much different than actual tobacco-based cigarettes. E-cigs don't contain tobacco. They use other chemicals instead. They could have anything in it instead of tobacco, which makes them way less harmful than cigarettes. Plus, e-cigs don't make the smell that cigarettes make when it's exhaled, so it won't be a problem if you accidentally inhale some of the smoke due to its low chemical properties. Say if you're going to, let's just say, a grocery store and you pass by someone who is vaping. You don't have to hold your breath until you reach 10 feet away from them, because e-cigs literally don't contain any bad chemicals. They also don't leave you with stained teeth, unlike cigarettes. E-cigs are also customizable, and you can change the flavor of the aerosol so it can taste like cotton candy, chocolate, and many other flavors. You can also change the color of the smoke from plain white to red, green, purple, and many other colors. It's also a much better option for children when they turn 18, because most kids smoke cigarettes when they're less than 18. So if the government lowered the age restriction on e-cigs, kids will buy them and will be not nearly as harmful to them. Besides, e-cigs are a much better option than cigarettes, because smoking cigarettes could cause much problem in the cardiovascular system in the human body. Therefore, e-cigs are a much better option and thereafter should not be banned. It is true that e-cigs are a much better option than cigarettes, and I have to agree on that, but that doesn't mean e-cigs are totally and absolutely safe. Electronic cigarettes contain many other chemicals other than aerosol that are very harmful to the human body, like flavorings like diacetyl, another chemical that causes serious disease in the respiratory system. Diacetyl also contains metals like lead and iron. 90% of the people that vape can't stop vaping. In fact, some people think that vaping can stop people from cigarettes, but it's quite the opposite. Most medical companies claim that people who vape can't stop smoking, rather get gravitated towards tobacco-based cigarettes, especially kids. Another reason why e-cigs are bad for you is because even the ones that don't contain nicotine contain some chemicals that are pretty unknown. This is due to how customizable they are. E-cigs can contain any other chemical to replace aerosol, which can be used to create the smoke in the cigarette. They can be used to create the smoke in the cigarette, and they're pretty much unknown primarily because of how easily it can be made by people who can put anything in it. E-cigs are also not approved by the US Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Therefore, merchants make the consumer attracted to e-cigs by adding flavors like cotton candy and stickers of bright colors in order to draw customers in, especially children, and hide the real secret about e-cigs. So why are we doing this? E-cigs should definitely be banned. So what should we do about this? Should we ban e-cigs or should we not? Well, if we think about what the FDA has to say about this, then chances are e-cigs are going to be banned due to how unreliable some e-cigs can be. If we do want to keep e-cigs and not ban them, then we definitely have to make some changes. Because let's face it, e-cigs are not safe. They can still harm you. Electronic cigarettes contain other chemicals that can still cause some pretty unreliable things that can cost your body, which are pretty unknown because of how it can be made by people who can put anything in it. So what should we do about this? Should we ban it or should we not? Well, I forgot. I'm pretty sure that's the end though.
All right, thank you.